Do we start?
Yes.
Let's get cracking. Okay, so hi everyone. Good morning, afternoon, evening, depending on where you are in the world, and a very warm welcome to this very special webinar. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Claire Glasby. I'm the Chief Commercial Officer at Soneva. I'm really happy to be here with you today, and I'm really excited about this session because we're trying to do things a little bit differently for a change. And obviously, we'd love your feedback at the end as to how you felt that the kind of new format was. So we've been listening to your direct feedback, and one thing we've consistently heard is that you wanted a more interactive, kind of engaging experience from your webinars, something that really brings the Soneva experience to life. So instead of just simply talking you through slides, I have a few, but not very many. We really want to show you kind of what makes Soneva Secret and the team who work there so extraordinary and very, very special. In a few moments, our general manager at Soneva Secret, Josje van Engelen, and our resort manager, Damien Le Bihan, will take you on an immersive villa tour. They'll be showcasing the craftsmanship, the details, and the rare experiences that make Soneva Secret truly one of a kind. Because we know many of you have questions about contracting and our exclusive Pioneers offer, we have Ty, who I'm sure many of you already know, who's one of our global heads of sales, and he'll be walking you through everything that you need to know to confidently offer this incredible destination to your clients. So, start working my way through the slides. So, Soneva Secret, for those, I'm sure we've shared a lot of materials with you before and a lot of the kind of information, but just to kind of recap, Soneva Secret really is for us at Soneva the epitome of seclusion, exclusivity, and the ultimate in personalized service. It's nestled in the very extremely remote Macanudo Atoll, and it's a one island, one resort sanctuary that's the only luxury hospitality brand in this untouched part of the Maldives. It's a place where the beauty of nature remains absolutely untouched and where every single detail is curated to elevate the guest experience, and where the concept of luxury has been completely redefined into something very intimate, very authentic, and entirely bespoke for every single guest. It's not a resort where guests just check in and follow a kind of pre-planned itinerary. Instead, Jo and her team give every single guest the freedom to create their very own story, and every moment is tailored to their exact preferences. Whether they seek absolute peace and quiet, tranquility, unparalleled adventure, or completely immersive wellness and incredible dining, Soneva Secret exceeds every expectation wherever they're looking. So I think you've probably seen some of these images before. Soneva Secret, and this is obviously one of our one-bedroom overwater hideaways, which were the very first villas that were finished, all kind of, and went. Sorry, who's that?
Sorry. It's
okay.
Michelle Fanart.
Hello. So at Soneva Secret, as I'm sure you know, privacy and space are paramount. Unlike other large resorts in the Maldives, where villas tend to be clustered together, our island has been designed with currently just 13 extraordinary villas, each perfectly crafted to offer the utmost in seclusion and comfort. Our guests can choose between either beachfront or overwater hideaways, and they offer panoramic views of the endless horizon in every direction. As someone who's obviously been there a few times myself, and I'm not quite sure how many people on this call have, it truly is. There is nothing in every direction. It's a mind-blowing experience just looking out from the deck of your villa and seeing just horizon in the distance. It's very profound. Every villa is a kind of one of a kind. It's designed with natural materials, obviously, just like all of our Soneva villas are, with open plan layouts and indoor-outdoor living spaces that seamlessly blend into the surrounding environment. Every single detail has been thoughtfully curated, whether it's retractable roofs for stargazing, which is very much a Soneva signature, to outdoor bathrooms where guests can shower beneath the sky, and infinity pools that stretch towards the horizon. We would say it's luxury, but without excess. It's about simplicity, elegance, and a deep connection with nature. So one of the hallmarks of Soneva Secret is very much the unparalleled level of personalized service. And I'm sure you probably joined some of our earlier webinars where Jo has explained very much about the many, many hundreds of hours that go into training our entire team of hosts on the island. Every guest is assigned a dedicated barefoot guardian and a barefoot assistant in their villa, ensuring that no request is too big or too small. That can be whether it's arranging a surprise candlelit dinner on a sandbank, orchestrating a private movie screening under the stars, or managing an impromptu snorkeling adventure with many of the manta rays and dolphins that swim into the nearby lagoon. The team curates every single detail to match the guest preferences. But it's not just about meeting expectations. It's really at Soneva Secret about anticipating their unspoken desires. Our guests at Soneva Secret don't really need to ask. Their barefoot guardian, their barefoot assistant, and the whole team pretty much already knows what they need to do before they even think it. I think most, whilst the level of attention is so personalized, the service is also discreet and very intuitive. It's present, but it's not intrusive. It's the kind of hospitality that creates deep emotional connections and leaves guests feeling truly seen and cared for, but left alone, obviously, when they need to be as well. So in terms of the culinary offering at Soneva Secret, well, its dining is not just a meal, it's a whole experience. There's no set restaurant locations, there's no fixed opening hours and no limitations on what guests want to kind of dine on or their creativity. Instead, every meal is an opportunity to create and craft an absolutely unique moment that will last with them for a long time. Guests can dine wherever they like, whether it's in their villa or whether it's a picnic on a sandbank, a barbecue under the stars, or a multi-course tasting menu, either in the privacy of their villa or an amazing spot around the island. The resort boasts a whole team of world-class chefs who are dedicated to private dining in every single villa, each specializing in different cuisines, whether it's Japanese or Mediterranean, Thai, Italian, ensuring an absolute unparalleled variety of flavors and experiences. And every ingredient is fresh, sustainable, and locally sourced, very much like our other resorts, with menus that change daily based on what's available and what guests feel like eating. Sorry. At Soneva Secret, obviously the experiences are a little bit different than what we have on our other islands, but we can certainly say that 2 stays are never the same. The resort offers an extraordinary array of experiences, each designed to connect our guests with the beauty of nature and the thrill of discovery. Marine lovers can explore some of the most absolutely untouched reefs in the Maldives, swimming alongside multiple manta rays, dolphins, and even whale sharks. Our adventure seekers can join one of our private boat excursions, exploring deserted islands and hidden lagoons and secret snorkeling spots. Wellness enthusiasts can enjoy bespoke spa treatments in the privacy of their own villa, sunrise yoga, and guided meditation set to the sound of the waves. And for those who just want to disconnect and be present, there's nothing more magical than watching the Milky Way from the top of Out of This World or falling asleep to the gentle lull of the ocean. So now that Soneva Secret, we've been open a year, we can confidently say that the resort is operational, construction-free, and delivers an absolutely flawless experience to every single guest that arrives on the island. There's nothing in progress, there's nothing incomplete, just a finished and perfect paradise just waiting to be explored. This means that from our side, we feel that you can absolutely recommend it to your most discerning clientele with absolute confidence, knowing that every detail has been refined, every experience polished, and every stay seamlessly orchestrated. And to make things even easier for you, a little bit later on this call, Ty is going to be sharing some details about our exclusive Pioneers offer, which is obviously available to your guests too. So we want this to be engaging and as useful as possible. So I encourage you to ask lots and lots of questions. We've had lots of them sent through to you already, and there'll be an opportunity shortly to kind of pose them. But please feel free to shout them out during the tour. So now is an opportunity to get behind the scenes. I'm going to stop sharing my screen and pass you over to our wonderful resort manager, Yoshe.
Thank you so much, Claire, and very nice to see everyone. Lots of familiar faces, lots of new faces as well. I thought I first give you a little bit of detail more what Claire also already have mentioned about Soneva Secret, and then Damien and I will do a walk around the villa with you. And then if you have any questions during that sort of site inspection, then we'll answer that right away. So yeah, located in the north west of the Maldives, we are about an hour 15 minutes from Male by seaplane. And there's really nothing around us, as Claire already mentioned, and we're going to show that to you very soon as well. I think if you are all okay, we will start showing you the villa.
Perfect.
Is that all right? So I'm going to log off again, and then I'm going to log on to Damien's phone, and I will take you through the villa. Okay, bear with us.
Thanks, Joe. Very quickly, just whilst we're waiting for them, what's included in the rates and any kind of additions?
Okay, all the rates at Soneva Secret will include 2 dedicated barefoot guardians, one barefoot guardian, one barefoot assistant, and a private chef on call, and includes full board, which means breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Both website rates, contracted rates, any rates you find for Soneva Secret will include these packages.
Thank you for notifying for saying that. Well, Claire, as you just already mentioned, there's really nothing around us, and I really would like to show that. So this is the east side of the island, and we're about at the tail end of the open water hideaway jetty. And here is the entrance of the villa, and I'm going to walk you through it. If you have any questions or if there's anything in specific you would like to see, just shout out so we can show it to you immediately. So entrance of the villa right here. And right at the entrance, we have the in-villa gym. Now, the in-villa gym has a standard setup, but we can also add extra equipment. So one of them is this rowing machine that we add for the guest on request. We can also add a smart bike or a scooter. And then the guests can also connect with their personal trainer or use any of the applications they usually use for their workouts.
Yeah.
And from here, sorry, Damien, has everybody seen Damien?
I don't think we have actually.
Hello.
Hi, Damien.
Just hi. Can you just explain to people how we can make Joe big on the?
Yes, if you guys have currently the view as gallery, you won't be able to see the walkthrough clearly. I suggest going to the top right corner to view and clicking on speaker view.
Yeah.
And you'll see a full screen of Damien and Joe in a better format.
Thank you,
Top
Ty.
right corner, view and speaker.
There you are.
Thank you. So this is the view from the gym, sunset view or sunrise view from the gym. And then, of course, sunset view from the deck. This is the entrance then further into the villa. And then here we have our in-villa kitchen. And I can already smell it. Hello, guys. This is...
Hi, good afternoon. My name is Gayatri. I was set up in Sri Lankan cooking for 6 years.
What are you making, Gaya?
Today I was making some stir-fried vegetables. Good afternoon. My name is Rashid. I'm a mixologist and I'm making very nice cocktails for you for the lunch.
Okay, now I'm hungry and thirsty, but we'll do this first. So from the in-villa kitchen, you come into the main living area. So what is really unique on this villa is it has an outdoor, indoor living design. So this is the deck of the villa. There is a sunken lounge that you can see here. This is where many of the guests use their dining. Of course, we have the pool, infinity pool into the west side of the island, facing the sunset, which sets right around there. So in the evening, you can sit here nicely with a cocktail and enjoy the view. So in this corner, it's the official dining area. So you see it's already set up for me and Damien to join for the lunch that Gayatri is preparing. And this is our desk we were just talking to you. So this is the living room and the master bedroom. And you can see here, Siru. Hi. So Zero is one of our amazing barefoot assistants. She will show you how this works. So before you do, the idea of the villa is you can open it entirely and you have one big living space. But if you would like to close it off, Zero will close at least one slide so you can see how it works. So we can slide this through all the way around this track that you can see around the villa. So that's around the living area, but there's a second layer that we have around the master bedroom, which is right here. And this is Shan, one of our barefoot guardians. Hi, Shan. Yeah. And Shan will show us the inner layer. So this layer closes around the master bedroom. So that means the master bedroom is actually closed off and can be air conditioned. So with that, the guests have the opportunity to close down the spaces, make it more private, or keep the entire space open. And that is, of course, the concept of Soneva. This one, all the villas also have a retractable roof, as you can see here. And then it guides us straight into the master bathroom. The furniture and all the equipment in this villa is all from Indonesia. Sorry, any question? Okay, so the sinks and all the is all from petrified wood from Indonesia, and then we have a beautiful bathtub here that looks out on the Indian Ocean. The villa has also an indoor shower that we can open up, and then it becomes an outdoor shower. All right. And it also has a Japanese toilet. There is a makeup area there for the guests, and just plenty of space for the guests to really make themselves at home, because that's what we are trying to achieve here for our guests, the feeling of being at home. Behind the master bedroom and the master bathroom, we have the kids' bathroom. So each one bedroom over villa actually has a second bedroom and bathroom. And the kids' bedroom door has a really fun feature. So underneath, there is a little crawl space for the kids to hide in their own bedroom. Of course, the adults can come through this door, and this is the discovery wall. For the kids, there is a lot of fun stuff here. So magnifying glasses, binoculars, a Polaroid camera, a star wheel. So they can really explore the environment that we're in. And this is the kids' bedroom. It's a full functioning bedroom. It has a king bed, and it can be made into 2 twins. Now, the kids' bedroom has its own separate entrance. Final piece of the villa is the upstairs. Upstairs, we have the spa treatment room.
You couldn't have chosen a better day to show us around today.
Oh,
Beautiful.
and this is the spa treatment room. The majority of our guests choose to do the spa treatments inside the villa, but they can also do that in the couples treatment room. And this is the view. I would do it here. And then this is the deck. The top deck, which brings us to the slide. So all the overwater villas have their slide, of course, and another dining deck upstairs.
Are you going to go down on the slide?
Sorry?
Are you going to go down in the slide?
It's very tempting, I must say. It's pretty hot today. But yeah, maybe later.
She's got to do the Q&A first. We can't just have her swimming off into the sunset.
Yeah, exactly. The sequence is not right. You can see in the distance the cruiser reserve, which is ready and actually occupied at the moment. Otherwise, I would have done the tour there. But this is the view our guests have when they are enjoying their villas over water. As you can see, Damien is very thorough with showing all the views. Thank you, Damien. One more thing, if I may, and while we are up here, we're looking at one of the most unique lagoons in the Maldives. Actually, we were just joking when, Claire, you were saying you can see the mantas and swim with the mantas, that it would be so fun if there would, by any chance, a manta would pass by, right? Which actually happens in these villas, for a fact. A few weeks ago, we had mantas circling the cruiser reserve, and the guests next door a few days ago have seen mantas just around their villa, which is absolutely stunning. So if guests come here and you would ask me, what should they do? What kind of experiences should they do when they are here? They must go into this lagoon. Swim with mantas. The guests that went out this morning swam with 7 mantas. They must explore the Rose Garden, which is a beautiful reef, not so far from here, a very long reef, very healthy still, thankfully. So they must explore the atoll. Another thing that I would really like our guests to experience is visiting Makunadu, which is the local island, all the way up north, 20 minutes by speedboat. It's one of the most isolated local islands and therefore still very authentic. And we do island tours where then the local women prepare a malafai, which is a traditional Maldivian lunch for the guests, and then also show their arts and crafts. So if you would ask me what are the top 2-3 things to do, it would be for sure going into the atoll and start to explore everything that you can see here when snorkeling. Snorkeling with the shipwrecks, snorkeling with mantas, or just going to the coral garden. Visit the local island, absolutely. So these are my top 2. Yeah. Claire, we're gonna give it. Does anyone have any questions? Is there anything that you would like to see in the villa that you would like to explore?
No?
No?
Okay, well, what we might
Shay, I have a request.
Yes.
A lot of the agents and the consumers from our market are always asking about Soneva Secret's privacy from the bottom deck. Can you just do a little span from
Sure.
the pool stairs and just show everyone the privacy?
Absolutely. Let me take you downstairs. Anyway, we were melting up here. So initially, when we opened, we didn't have this yet. So we added this in the last few months. So we're now in the middle of the deck of the villa. On the left side, oh, sorry, on the right side, you see we've made a privacy fence. You'll see the neighboring villa. And on the left side, underneath the slide, we've done the same. Okay, so now I've scooted to So Primitive. So Primitive is our grill restaurant where we do authentic flame grilled cooking plus underground cooking. I'll take you in. So it's located on the top north part of Soneva Secret. And what is really special about So Primitive is that we had some visitors here recently. So in the past month we had not only 1, but 2, and a little bit further on the beach, 3 turtle nests. So in the next few months, we will have some babies hatching here in So Primitive. From So Primitive, we're walking to the Secret Bar. The Secret Bar is a cocktail bar where we prepare crafts cocktails for our guests, and it's part of the journey for the Secret Bar. On the left, you'll see our arrival jetty, plus the cruiser reserve being ready and at the moment occupied. And straight ahead is the Secret Bar, and there we have the cruiser villa. And then the yoga platform all the way to the right. What is really cool about the Secret Bar is we make craft cocktails here, delicious. And also, during the day, we have a big school of fish and baby sharks here. I will show you. So imagine you sit here with your cocktail, looking at all of them passing by. Thank you.
Okay, so thanks so much, Joe. I'm going to pass over to, just before we have some questions, I'm going to pass over to Ty, one of our global heads of sales, who's just going to run through any kind of contracting points and also just a little bit about our Pioneer offer. Any questions that you have, please save them. Then we'll have a kind of open forum with everyone here on the call between myself, Ty, Joe, Damien. Then we can have a bit of a brainstorming then. So Ty, over to you.
Okay, great. Well, hope you all enjoyed the walkthrough. Wishing I was there already. Let's talk about the special offer that we have at present for Soneva Secret. You may have seen this on our website or through email from one of my team here in Bangkok. It's called the Pioneer offer, and it's been available since December up until stays on the 5th of April. So from now until the 5th of April for stays, and it's valid for all of our 13 villa types. It's a stay 4, pay 3, or a stay 7, pay 5, which could be combined together as well for a longer stay and even more savings. To reiterate, the offer at Soneva Secret includes a full board with all the villas and all access to all the facilities on the island, as well as the dedicated barefoot guardian, barefoot assistant. As you know, there's no housekeeping or gardening hosts. It's going to be these two dedicated hosts who's going to be with you throughout the stay, and at your fingertips, they'll be completely dedicated to you. And of course, in terms of more tacticals or seasonal offers that may be upcoming, we will let you know. But please, this is a very special, special offer that is valid for a short period of time. And we encourage you to contact your country director of sales in your territories or your reservations host to avail of this very special Pioneer offer. This is available to all for both trade from the website for all our partners and for our contracted partners who have net rate contracts with us. We also have the Pioneer offer that is applicable and bundleable as well. That is on that could be worked out. On top of the Pioneer offer, as you know, Soneva Secret is one of the best place for buyouts. The entire island could accommodate 32 guests at its full capacity. So it's excellent for any group bookings, extended families who wish to buy out the entire island, starting from $91,000 in low season, moving up to around $111,000 in high season, and $180,000 in premium high, and excluding festive. So this island is probably perfect size for that, and we'll be releasing out our buyout brochure to the market soon, which also includes enhanced activities like the Secret Day, private snorkeling, and Robinson Crusoe picnic, which is one of Soneva Secret's signature activities that guests love to enjoy, as well as other ad hoc activities that you wish to arrange for your clients. That could be prepared by Joe and Damien. Nothing is too hard or too challenging for the team at Soneva Secret to deliver excellent guest experience. And we're seeing day in and day out of the excellent testimonials from past clients that showcased the team doing everything they can to make it a very, very special stay. So if you have any more questions about this offer or any contracted questions, please feel free to, I'll drop my email in the chat, or if you feel free to reach out to your CDOS and we'll get back to you as soon as possible.
Thank you so much, Ty. So Joe, Damien, Ty, if I think we'll move over to, let's move over to a Q&A now. So Ty, potentially, would you be able to potentially kind of read out some of the questions that have come through in the chat? Joe, Damien,
Yes.
let me just, I don't know whether people want to keep their screens as the way they are. We're not doing any more parts of the tour, but completely up to everyone. Just checking if Joe and Damien are still back online so that they can obviously answer everything. But if you want to run through Ty, and then we can take answers from the group, questions from the group too.
Okay, sounds good. Let me start with the questions that trickled in during the registration form real quick. First off, question to Joe and Damien from Pure Escapes. Do you still have ongoing construction or visible works that's happening?
Yeah, no, absolutely not. The island is completely finished, completed, and yeah, we've left that behind us now. So yeah, no construction ongoing.
Okay, perfect. And this one, I think I'm going to hear a good answer here. Why is the resort so expensive, Joe?
Very nice. I mean, yes, definitely we're in the top of the market, right? We are well aware of that. But I think what our guests, and that is the most important, I would say, value of what we offer here is really that exclusive views to the lagoon, exclusive views to this beautiful island. And just bear in mind that here you don't have anything around you. So there is no light pollution, there is no noise pollution, and our guests have really private, exclusive access to everything that we have on the island, but also off the island, right? So when the guests go snorkeling with mantas, it's just them. When the guests go diving, it's always private. They don't find other boats from other properties around here. Of course, it also comes on a full board basis, so that also increases a little bit. And the guests have access to 14 different cuisines through our 14 different chefs de cuisine. You've met Gayatri behind me preparing a delicious meal. And so there's another 13 that are at the fingertips of our guests, really, to prepare any type of cuisine that the guests like, apart from the other 2 restaurants that are included in that as well. And of course, the 2 barefoot guardians and assistant that are there 24/7 for the guests to really make sure that they anticipate everything for the guest and curate really bespoke experiences for them. So I think that is the value of what we have on offer here in Soneva Secret. I hope that answers that question.
Great answer. Same question. Next question, same from Pure Escapes 2. What to do on a small island?
Yeah, it's a great question because a guest that I was talking to yesterday asked himself the same question before he booked a holiday to Soneva Secret, and then said actually we didn't have enough time. They were departing. So I think there's a lot to do, and there's also nothing to do. It is just what you would like for your holiday, and we can entertain or help the guest explore the entire lagoon. And there's we can stretch that over several weeks. We had guests here that stayed for 16 days. I think that's the longest we had so far, and still felt that they haven't done anything if they really come to relax and do everything in a slow pace. Is also what Soneva really is about. So what to do, what I would do is I would definitely utilize a lot of the spa. We have amazing therapists here. We have a yoga master who's also a personal trainer and also versed in meditation and a little bit of breath work. So I would definitely spend a lot of time with them. I would go around the lagoon a lot. The lagoon that we're in is 27 kilometers long and about 5 kilometers wide. There is a lot to explore. There's a lot of snorkeling, beautiful snorkel spots around. So if you love the ocean, then you can just go to a different spot every single day. If you enjoy water sports, we have a range of really cool equipment here that the guests can do. And we, of course, teach as well. So we teach our guests to do windsurfing, kite surfing, wakeboarding, water skiing, sailing. So in that respect, there's a lot to do as well. And of course, we can go to sandbank picnics. We can go to the local island. We can go to neighboring small islands. So although it's all a little bit of a boat ride, we recently had guests that went for a whole day, and they visited several snorkel spots around the lagoon, outside of the atoll, and visited and did a picnic. So yeah, I can go on and on, as you can see, Ty, about what you can do here, and then I haven't even spoken about the food in the restaurants, right? So
absolutely.
yeah, there's a lot to
There's
do.
also more information on our experience brochure on the website to explore all the different activities that we have, water, land, and curated. A full list is there as well for you to look at all the descriptions and the pricing for your guests. Next up, I can answer this one. What is your preferred airline from New York City? So I recommend either Qatar, Emirates, or Turkish Airlines. It's one-stop flights from New York to Doha, and it's around 20 to 22 hours, depending on the layover, which is usually our preferred, with nice business class for our guests as well, directly to Mali.
Каковы обязанности детей и взрослых? То есть вот родители занимаются детьми, дети что обязаны? Какие у них? Учиться.
Hi. Yeah. Okay. Next question to Joe. When is the floating villa expected to operate?
Каковы общие? Ну
I
что?
don't.
Да, проиллюстрирую свой рассказ.
Sorry, wondering if iPhone gone mute, please.
Юлия, здравствуйте. Можно, пожалуйста,
Yes.
выключить звук с вашей стороны? Спасибо.
I hope they're selling
you.
a villa right now. That would be amazing, no? Making a booking immediately.
Thank you, Julia.
Okay. Sorry, I forgot
Castaway
the
Villa. When would
Yeah, the floating
Castaway
villa.
Villa be ready?
Castaway. I don't have a time on that yet, to be very honest with you. If this year, then it would be towards the tail end of the year, or otherwise next year. What I can say on it is that it won't be built on the island. It will be built off island, so it wouldn't impact the resort in terms of construction. So the hull will be shipped, and then on the local island in Makunadu, they will build a villa on top of that and then drag it to our resort. So it will not be in front of our resort when they are constructing this villa.
Thank you. Question from Travel Project. What is the difference between the Barefoot Guardian and the Barefoot Assistant?
Yes, I saw Bobby wrote that question just now. Thank you, Bobby. I will happily explain that. So a barefoot guardian and a barefoot assistant are different in the sense that they both have a different specialty, but are able to do each other's job. So a barefoot guardian is a very experienced butler, basically, that we have trained into great detail, having the W set, the majority of them in wines. They've done butler training. The barefoot assistant is more a really strong housekeeper that is also trained on the same skills as the barefoot guardian, but they will overlap with each other. So we have really looked at really interesting personalities as well. So some barefoot assistants are even surfers. Some of them are really keen on water sports. So if the guest goes snorkeling and the barefoot guardian is maybe not a confident swimmer, then the barefoot assistant chips in. So they can do each other's job, but they from the original skills, they have a little bit of a specialized skill set.
And following up with that, does the resort have Chinese-speaking hosts?
Yes. We have Chinese speaking, we have Japanese speaking, Portuguese, Spanish, German, French, Arabic, and Russian speaking hosts, and a whole lot of other languages, Afrikaans. We have about 25 different languages if you count also all the Indian languages and all the dialects as well. So a Bangladesh language, yeah.
Okay, well, very multilingual. Next question from a travel duet, India. As there's no kids club, could you elaborate on what can be done for the younger guests during the day outside of the regular excursions?
Well, we have a den. So we do have a kids club. It's not as grand as it is in Soneva Fushi and Soneva Jani, just because we don't have that physical space here in Soneva Secret. But we do have an intimate den, but because it's an intimate den and also because of the philosophy of Soneva as being more of outdoor, we take the kids outside. So we have for the kids a very nice island exploration with the help of all the tools that you've seen in the discovery wall. So it's a treasure hunt on the island that they can do with our den supervisor. We have an underwater treasure hunt for them. We actually really tailor make it. Whatever the kids like to do, that's what we organize for them. So if that's local crafts, water sports, games, local games, or just sports games. The kids here are never bored. We take them for cooking in their villa. As you get behind us in the kitchen, we do pizza making or cookie baking classes, or just take them on a tour around the island and explore the nature a bit, because that's often not always available in their own home. So we feel obligated to show them a little bit more from the world.
All right, I have a few more questions and we're good. Do you provide an accessible villa?
Yes, we do. However, I must say the overwater hideaways and the beach hideaways, none of them have steps with the exception of the 2-bedroom units that has a little step going towards the communal living area. But the villas that I'm in, there is no steps, so they're wheelchair accessible. They're not designed to be fully I'm not sure what is the English word for it, but they're not rated to be fully set up for that, but they are accessible for wheelchair, and we can make these we can make minor adjustments according to the needs of the guest. And we had a few guests already that were here by wheelchairs. We have also beach wheelchairs available on the resort for the guests to use. So yeah, there is no steps in the villa, and the doors are wide enough.
If anyone has any particular guests that might want to see how accessible they are, then we can always film kind of another walkthrough with anyone who potentially kind of needs to see how the layout kind of works for them. So that's not a problem at all. Thanks, Joe.
Okay, and last question is about the dedicated chef from Spain. My agent friend mentioned that you have a limited number of chefs specializing in certain cuisines. If a guest from another villa requests a Spanish chef at the same time my guests do, how would you handle the situation?
I thought since Damien hasn't spoken a word, I will.
They want to eat Spanish at the same time. Okay.
Not Spanish.
Not Spanish. Now, when this situation happen, we will always try to find a solution where the guests can book the Spanish chef or any of the other chefs during the entire stay. We have the menu which is available at the living room on the in-villa dining, where each chef has been trained to cook different cuisine. But if they really want the full real experience with one special chef, we will need to rearrange another time for him to cook for the guest, but we can always find a solution.
All right, good. Perfect. All right, that's all the questions that have been posed by our industry friends.
I think there might be a few on the side as well. Ty, there was one for actually, Joe, I tried to answer this, but just to make sure, when's the best time to see whale sharks?
Whale sharks.
Okay, well, whale sharks here are not very common. It's actually very unusual. Okay, there's two sides to this. The one fisherman says they see them all the time, and the other fisherman, they say they've never seen them. I think what what is a fact is that this area is so unexplored that we really need to go off all the local fishermen. So I can't really give an answer to that because we haven't been here for a full year yet, and we haven't been able to explore all these corners of this huge lagoon. What I do know is that they are around. We send drones up in the air before we go on a hunt like that, just to make sure we don't disappoint anyone. Yeah, it's hard to say what is the best time to see whale sharks or whales. Actually, we've had some guests who saw the big five for within a matter of 2 days. They've seen turtles, sharks, manta rays, dolphins, and whales. Actually, sperm whales, just right outside of the lagoon. But the whale sharks, our guests haven't spotted yet, although I know they are around, but we haven't encountered them yet. So we need to collect some historical data on this as we get on.
Thanks, Jo. Anyone else got any other questions? Please, if you do, just
Yes,
feel-
I do.
Not you, Yoshi.
I mean, like, Paul, I'm sure that those questions I have with me right now, the Japanese travel agency participating in this surely want to know the answer. Can I speak? May I?
Yes, of course you may. Please do.
Thank you. Hi, Joe Damien.
Hi, Yoshi.
Hi. Actually, bear with me. I didn't know we have Japanese speaking barefoot guardians.
No,
there.
not the guardian, but we have Mariko-san, our sommelier, who speaks Japanese.
Okay. Yeah, I have to, make sure about it. And also, you mentioned Japanese toilet.
Yes.
I'm not sure how many people know about it. So one question, that one can adjust the temperature of water? Can get hot water as well?
And water and seat.
Good. Okay, that's it. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Are we going to see an influx of Japanese toilet aficionados now, Yoshi?
I mean, like some the guests actually recently had not for Soneva, but I heard they have to have the Japanese toilet if they go holiday. So now I can bring that conversation to the guests to come to Soneva Secret.
Perfect.
That's great.
Anybody else got any questions? We've got a few minutes left. No? Okay, well, I'm just gonna share my screen again very quickly just to kind of wrap up. Jo, I don't know where you can see this on your screen. We've got a whole suite of new images, videography, drone footage that we've released recently. If you haven't received it, please let us know. There's a lot of images that you can share, obviously, across your social channels with your clients, with your guests. This is obviously the most incredible beach villa. It's huge, it's vast. Jo, I don't know if you want to say a couple of words about the beach reserve, but it's particularly special.
Yeah, so the beach reserve and the cruiser reserve as well, they are absolutely amazing villas. They're so huge. They are 1,200 square meters. Here you see the cruiser reserve, and Damien and I are very lucky that we can snag every villa whenever they come into operation, right? And it's such a difficult job to do. Sometimes it is, but we were particularly excited to snag this villa. And we sat there seeing the sun drop down in the ocean, and then these beautiful stars appearing. It was just magical. And while we were there toasting on this villa finally being in our inventory, we saw a manta pass by, and we thought, okay, now that's it. We can go home now, really. It's just amazing. These villas come with such a great amount of living space. It has an indoor cinema, or like an indoor living room with a big TV. If there's bad weather, we can set up a nice cinema for them there. It has a special dining tower, as you can see there, where the slide comes out on the top floor, which elevates another dining experience for them. So yes, we have a lot of guests actually booking now for their next stay and coming with friends or family to stay either in the cruiser reserve or in the beach reserve. So they're absolutely amazing villas.
Thanks, Joe. I'll flick through these ones really quickly because I'm aware that we're about to run out of time. You obviously saw this in the background, I think, when Joe was doing the little kind of walk round of the secret bar. So this is obviously our pretty amazing yoga platform from a few angles. We've got lots of shots of this one with from various angles and with various kind of yoga poses on, which obviously will look fantastic on social media if you want to share them. And then we have the secret bar, which you had a little whistle stop tour of just before as well. So I don't think there's anything probably else that Joe hasn't already said about this one. And then that's it. I think just in terms of any content, we obviously, one of the feedbacks that we've had from some of our GM roadshows, from some of our kind of previous webinars is that I think sometimes we potentially bombard you with content. So please do let us know anything that you need specifically. We're going to be releasing a new trade portal in a matter of weeks, which will have kind of regular updates on specific campaigns and specific kind of new releases. So hopefully that will be a lot easier for you to navigate than the brand center that we've been using up until now. But please, share with us any kind of feedback. And obviously, if you need something specific, then either reach out to your CDOS or you can reach out to our team direct. So thanks for joining us all today, Joe, Damien, Ty. Huge thanks for really kind of helping bring this to life. Everyone who joined, oh my goodness, and they've got, see, this is what this is what happens. It's like 8 o'clock or something in the morning here. It's not fair. So
no ramen there yet.
Thank you everyone for your time and support, and we can't wait to welcome your guests to Soneva Secret very soon. So cheers and
thank
goodbye,
you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Joe and
Thank you.
Damien.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much.
Take care.